The World Cup is here and we're the hosts. That's why I'm gonna host Gets para este Mundial. That's why I'm gonna visit all the venues in Mexico in less than 24 hours while I show you the best technology, the best apps so you don't miss any match, and the best gadgets for this World Cup. I'll travel across the country in under 24 hours and visit the World Cup stadiums in Mexico. Stay until the end. Music! A lot of people out there are saying that it doesn't feel like there's any World Cup vibe. Let's find out. Now I'm in Monterrey, one of the 3 official venues in Mexico, and now I'm in Guadalajara at the Akron Stadium. Now I'm at the legendary Coloso de Santa Úrsula, the Mexico City Stadium, better known as Estadio Azteca. So let's start with this challenge. Can I visit all 3 World Cup stadiums in under 24 hours while showing you the top World Cup apps and technology? My calendar looks really crazy. So if I want to accomplish this challenge, literally I have to do it today. To make it in 24 hours, here's the deal. I'll have to leave here from Mexico City at 9 p.m. So I'm going to choose this flight, otherwise there's no way I can make it. Plus, the challenge starts as soon as I arrive at the first stadium. Sometimes things don't go as planned, but the plan is to get to Monterrey, sleep in Monterrey, and tomorrow morning I'm going to go to the BBVA Stadium, which is the official World Cup venue. And I think the best thing is for me to take this 2:21 p.m. flight, which goes from Monterrey to Guadalajara. I arrive at 3:51, let's say 4 o'clock, and from there I have to head to Akron Stadium. I think this is crazy. Come on, all for you guys. So the only thing I ask is that you like this video. That's all. If you like technology, if you're already ready for the World Cup season, give this video a like. It's the best way to support me and share with your friends, as I'm about to do one of the craziest things on this channel. Now let's get to the point. How can you watch all the World Cup matches? Look, everything I'm gonna tell you is the legal way, the right way to do it. In this first section of the video, I'm going to show you how to watch the World Cup matches. Look, traditionally, the opening and many other matches will be on free-to-air TV, national TV. And also, Televisa has the exclusive rights to the opening match. So if you want to watch it online, the opening ceremony will be streamed on Televisa's YouTube channel, so you don't miss it. Now, the Televisa app is also available for free, so you can watch all the matches that will be broadcast for free. There will be several, and several will also be broadcast on TV Azteca. So I also recommend you download their app. Now, the one that has the exclusive rights to absolutely all the matches, 104 matches, is ViX. I recommend downloading this app. You can watch some matches for free. For full access, the digital pre-sale is still happening. This video isn't sponsored by ViX, though I wish it was. Some matches are also shown in select movie theaters, which could be a great experience. Now I'll show you the World Cup gadgets. What I consider essential in terms of technology and gadgets for this World Cup. And then we have to rush to the Estadio Azteca or Estadio Azteca Banorte to head to Monterrey. Since this is a super quick trip, I'm gonna travel super slowly. I'll leave the link to all of them in the description in case you're interested in any. And look, this is my everyday essential, my 11-inch iPad Pro, a power bank. Just make sure you're allowed to bring it into the stadium. So far, they've said each person can bring only one. If you like technology, for me, these are it. The Meta Ray-Bans, I think they're ideal. They've become an indispensable ally. I've always thought that less is more. And the DJI Pocket to record all your World Cup content, I think it's top notch. This charger, this one is from Apple. It doesn't have to be from Apple. There are several brands like Ugreen, but what I like is that it has 2 USB ports. But more than that, it's super portable and slim. I don't necessarily recommend this one for the World Cup. Great for everyday use, especially on planes. These are the AirPods Max. The World Cup backpack is ready. Sorry for the mess. I'm getting changed. Let's go now to the Estadio Azteca Banorte, Estadio Azteca. I want to show you a mobile gadget. It's the new Cadillac Optic. It's a fully electric car, and actually, it's the car that Checo Perez uses when he's not racing. My friends at GM lent it to me this week. This car is really cool. You know, I'm all about electric cars. And what I like the most is that thanks to OnStar, it has internet included. And not only that, it has apps like Google Maps, Spotify, Waze, all of them practically integrated directly into the car. And besides, it works great. What could be better than having this car be part of this challenge? I'm rushing over here. But here is where the official challenge begins. It's 7:06 p.m. I have to run to the airport, but the 24-hour challenge of visiting all the World Cup stadiums in Mexico is starting. Let's see if we can accomplish this challenge. First thing is to not miss my flight. So let's go straight to the airport from Azteca Stadium. And now let's talk about technology. In the Mexico City app on iPhone and Android, there's a button called World Cup 2026. And there you can see all the information about transportation, maps, mobility, and everything you need to know, at least in Mexico City. So if you're from Mexico City and you're going to be around here, in the Mexico City app, you'll find everything you need to know for this World Cup at this venue here in my city, Mexico City. This is our first stop, the legendary Azteca Stadium. I thought it wouldn't be ready, but it's practically finished now.
I have to run to the Mexico City airport because I'm about to miss my flight.
And this city is even more chaotic with the World Cup.
This challenge has already started. The 24-hour clock is already ticking, so stay until the end. Do you think I'll make it? Let me know in the comments.
Hey, I'm already at the Mexico City airport, but the domestic parking lot was closed and I had to park in the international lot. There are 45 minutes left before the flight leaves.
I had to run like never before. And if you know the Mexico City airport, well, you know that the international parking lot is really far from the domestic departures. And a few weeks ago, I was at the airport and everything was under construction. The good thing about walking through it was that I was impressed that apparently it's already finished. At least that's how it looks, because I almost walked it from point A to point B. And I dare to say that you can start to feel that World Cup atmosphere despite what people are saying. I ran, and when I got there, they were still boarding. Although I was one of the last ones. If you already follow me, I was sharing all of this in my stories. So if you don't follow me there yet, we're staying on track with the challenge. Let's go to Monterrey. I can't believe it. I managed to get on the flight and the challenge continues. We're in Monterrey. I landed safe and sound in Monterrey. And here I do see more ads about this event than in Mexico City. But I'm gonna tell you that I didn't like it. I had already reserved a car, and when I arrived, the competition told me it was too far, that I had to take a taxi, that with the traffic, I wouldn't make it. And since there were no cars, they were offering me one right away, almost at triple the price. But I'm gonna tell you what worries me, and I want us to make a pact in this video. Tourists, a lot of tourists come here. Please, let's act properly during the World Cup. Don't take advantage of them, don't abuse them.
On the contrary,
if we give them the best service, they're going to talk about Mexiques and more people will come in the future. So we can make that deal.
let me know what you think about this in the comments. Anyway, in the end I ended up walking and I was only 7 minutes from the terminal. The only bad thing was the heat. But anyway, I got my car at the price I already had. And now, let's go to the hotel because I'm exhausted. Hey, what's the chaos like in Monterrey? If you're from Monterrey, let me know if it's always like this when you leave the airport. I finally have the car I rented. They raised the rate a little bit, but it's still cheaper than the ones at the counter in the parking lot. Deal, give me a virtual handshake. Okay, that's fine, it's already midnight, so the challenge is officially on. 24 hours visiting the 3 World Cup venues. We've done one, which is the Azteca Stadium. Let's go to the hotel. Traffic is waiting for me. I can't believe there's so much traffic at this hour. Well, now it's 12:46 a.m. in Monterrey. Remember, I have to cover... I'm going to be talking about all the technology you need to have at this World Cup. Welcome to Monterrey, Nuevo León. Good morning from Monterrey, the second venue I'm visiting. I'm really pressed for time. So I'll take a shower, change, get ready. I'm talking about the best World Cup, and then we're heading to the BBVA Stadium. It's so exciting to travel around the country with you all. Let's go. Let's keep talking about technology. I'm short on time, so I'm gonna have a quick breakfast. If I'm in Monterrey, obviously I'm going for eggs with machaca or machaca with eggs. How do you say it? Let me know in the comments. And while I'm on my way, I think it's obvious and very clear, but a tool you absolutely need to get around the city these days, even if you know where you're going, is Waze. Yesterday when I was stuck in traffic, it helped me, and I heard warnings that Monterrey is really jammed right now because of all the construction. So you absolutely have to use Waze. I think that's not so obvious, but
Seriously, use this tool. All right, let's have breakfast and head to our second stadium in the video. We're doing well with the challenge. We're making it 3 in 24 hours.
Been in the cities. Let's do this. Now let's have breakfast and head to the second stadium of this.
It's horribly hot, 31 degrees, it's noon. What possessed me to make this video? But honestly, I'm having fun. And of course, the first person already came up saying, you can't record, but I'm on the street, so I don't see anything wrong with it. For the stadium, what's it called?
I'm gonna figure out a way to get to the stadium. Look, I found 2 buddies who are here for the same thing as me. They want to get in, but the door is closed. How's it going, Giancarlo? Why are you here?
So, tell me now. We came to see the stadium, take pictures with Cerro de la Silla in the background, and eat at the restaurant.
Which team do you support?
Cruz Azul.
A good time to be a Cruz Azul fan. Hey, how do you feel about the World Cup atmosphere?
It's still pretty dull, and the excitement hasn't started yet. I think it will pick up once the World Cup begins. There's not much interest, but they're starting to decorate in Houston.
Hey, and if you want to stay connected in stadiums across Mexico, Canada, and the United States, I recommend you use Revo, which is my network along with Jimmy Alvarez from Pongámoslo a Prueba. Also, look, in the stadium it works perfectly. The signal is going to work perfectly. Since it's the world's biggest soccer event, if you have a line with us, we'll double your data. But also, we're going to double your data again specifically for apps like TikTok, YouTube, VIX, basically all the apps, so you can watch all the content during this time. I'm announcing this because it's my company and I'm proud of what we're doing. And I suggest you take advantage of this promo. In fact, look, I have full signal. See, the one on top is Revo. The one below is another company because I'm comparing them, and Revo works pretty well. You don't have to use it as your main line. Use it as a secondary line to always have signal and switch as needed. I'm sure you'll like it so much. You'll make it your main line and transfer your number. If you're already with Revo, I'll answer all Revo users in the comments. Hey, and an important app, especially if you're going to be in Monterrey or if you're from Monterrey, is Arbanic. It's going to be necessary for transportation and mobility. Now, an app that you probably already know is Uber or Didi, but it's important to check where the pickup points or drop-off points are, where they'll drop you off. In the Didi app itself, I wanted to go in, but they wouldn't let me and even stop me from recording. Now I'm out on the public street. I'm not in the stadium or doing anything wrong. I'm just another citizen out here. But well, I have to go to Guadalajara to be able to complete this challenge. So let's go.
I nearly missed my flight again this time because I visited Fundidora Park, where the Fan Fest will be held. During the World Cup, you can watch several matches on screens there. I don't know if it's because of the World Cup, but honestly these days in Monterrey there's a lot of traffic, which is the same reason I almost missed my flight, because right outside the airport they're doing construction and it gets chaotic. I had to walk from the car rental to the terminal, which isn't far, but with the heat. Phew! After struggling and struggling and struggling some more, guess what? I managed to catch my flight. We've done 2 venues, we're going for the 3rd in less than 24 hours, we're making it happen.
Guys, I can't believe it. Already in Guadalajara, 3rd World Cup city. I got off the plane running to rent a car. I've already spent a lot of money on this video, so this time it's a simpler car. But hey, we're going to reach the goal. 3rd city in less than 24 hours. Let's go to Akron Stadium where the Chivas play. I also want time to eat, so I didn't record more and left quickly. And regarding technology, finances matter too. When I arrived, I saw many Revolut ads. They aren't sponsoring me, but yes, it's annual. Check out the link I left below. They're gonna give you 300 pesos, so what could be better than that? 300 pesos for free, 300 pesos at no cost. With Revolut, you can exchange currencies, so it's really great when you travel and pay in the local currency. Plus, you can buy them at the market price. Besides, the card is really cool. It says, look, it says Neshudo right there. All the links for what I've talked about in this video are in the description. Let's go to Akron Stadium. It says it'll take us exactly 38 minutes. So let's go. 3rd World Cup venue, 3rd stadium view. Let's go. Look, it's also closed to the public here. You can go. And I even have better signal than the other one I told you about, the one I won't mention by name, so seriously try Revo. And if you want to have signal in all the stadiums throughout the whole World Cup and all over Mexico, you can use it as a second line. You can have 2 eSIMs, but I recommend that you switch, because if you switch, we're gonna double your gigs, so now you'll get double, like I was saying. But anyway, now we've reached the final part. These apps are also really great. We're here in Guadalajara at the Akron Stadium, where the Chivas play. A great app for the World Cup and sports in general is Sports Pool. I believe many of you, like me, are collecting the World Cup album. But keeping track, the tracking, well, you can do it by hand, but why not do it digitally, especially in this era? So this next app is going to be super useful for you during this World Cup season. And if you're from Guadalajara or you're going to be in Guadalajara during the World Cup, Mi Saldo Jalisco is essential for getting around and beating the traffic. You can use the light rail and other transport, add your cards and pay with tap or NFC. What are you doing here?
Buying jerseys?
I come from Monterrey and I did a 24-hour challenge visiting the World Cup stadiums. Hey, how do you feel about the World Cup vibe? Do you feel it or not? Yes.
Yes, it's a completely different show here.
And is it true that you don't really feel that much excitement, or?
I don't think regular people do, but for people who...
Yes, thank you very much and good luck. What's up? How are you? You guys work here, right?
Yes, down here inside.
What are you doing here?
We're making the platforms and all that stuff for everyone.
Hey, is it ready? Are you all ready for the World Cup and everything?
No, well, that's why we're working so hard, so we can finish it.
Come on, I think they're almost done. How do you say it? Can you feel the World Cup atmosphere here in Guadalajara, Jalisco?
Well, as more people keep coming, I think the atmosphere is getting better because honestly, we're impressed. They don't let us in anymore. They check us now. So yeah, it's getting serious.
Good luck. Hope it ends soon. Which team are you supporting?
Well, America.
My friends, I officially completed the challenge. We visited all 3 World Cup stadiums in less than 24 hours. While I was sharing top World Cup apps and tech and we were having fun, now it's time to celebrate. I'm heading to one of my favorite restaurants in Guadalajara, which holds a world record. I'm serious, I haven't been there in 15 years.
Can I order now? Is the medium one very big, or this is the one with the record, right? The one that comes from, how long does it take? 13 seconds. 13 seconds is that, okay? Let's count the time. Thank you very much. I'll wait for you. Thanks. Well, yes, it arrives super fast. We did it already at the Guadalajara airport, already past security. Now the flight is delayed by about an hour and a half, but it doesn't matter. What's important is that we accomplished this challenge. It's 9 at night, 8:58 p.m. Now let's go. We managed to visit all 3 locations. Well, I live at the MX location, but Monterrey, Guadalajara, in less than 24 hours, I'm exhausted. Wow, that's a lot of traveling. My friends, I'll leave you here. Thank you for making it this far. I hope you learned about the best apps for the World Cup, the best tech. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and leave me a comment. What do you think about this video format? There's no point in recording the return to Sede MX anymore because the challenge was completed in just under 24 hours. We started yesterday at Azteca Stadium, finished today at Akron in Guadalajara, and I was in Monterrey not long ago. Thanks for sticking around. Only 10% who reach this point are subscribed. So subscribe, like the video if you like technology, and I'll see you in my next video. A big hug to everyone. Goodbye.